Hello there, welcome back to the channel. So here, and today is Monday, March 13, and Hammerman fleet is just outside of our island. As you can see, I'm on my near max level account. I only have 3 more defenses to upgrade, guys. I have a machine gun to upgrade, 3 machine guns essentially. This one, and that one that is currently upgrading. So essentially 9 more, well, 8 more upgrades if I don't count this one, and I'll be completely max. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take on not Dr. T, on Hammerman today, using my standard patented circle base. But as you can see, I have a laser 3 today. I wanted to give it a try. I still have a damage amplifier 3, so yeah, we're gonna give that a try. And 2 things before I want to thank you, all of you, a lot. We're at 650 subscribers. That's really amazing. Thank you for that. Let's see if we can make it to 700. In any case, I also wanted to show you my patented trap base keeps bringing in the diamonds. Let me show you. I just had a defense against 24 tanks. They were not boosted though, so he was not boosted. But I'm gonna do it at twice the speed. You're gonna see, I mean, he ignored completely the rocket launchers, and max level rocket launchers with 200%. I mean, it's like having 6 rocket launchers firing at you at the same time. And I mean, he just got wrecked. He's gonna walk over the boom mines in a second. So but yeah, if you're interested in this layout, I'm gonna post a link on the upper right corner of the screen where you can click that little eye, and it's gonna bring you the playlist of where I describe this base, how I, what's the design, what's the idea behind it. But I mean, this guy, I don't know what he was doing. I don't know if he thought he was gonna be able to take me, but without the GBE, I mean, he ignored the rocket launcher, and the rocket launchers just ate him completely. He decided to retreat, but I ended up killing all his troops. And I mean, this layout is very good. I get intel on almost everything, more than 90%. You see, against warriors, against tanks, medics, against more tank medics. This is another defense against tank medics. Warriors again, heavy Suka, tank grenadiers and medics. This guy didn't give me intel, but he was boosting GBE. This one either, but here again, tank medic, another defense against tanks medics. I mean, it's a really good layout. Again, this is this layout. I'll put a link again. It's gonna be that little eye. Just hover on top of it or click on the upper right corner if you're in a mobile device. You should be able to see that little eye and bring you to the playlist. So let me load my circle base. Let me load the circle base. Here we go. Where's the laser? Well, the laser is already in position. This time, however, I'm going to put the laser a little bit higher up. Actually, let me leave it there. Let's see what happens. The only change I'm going to do is I'm going to move this rocket launcher out here so that it can start firing at the troops that are going to come on the right side. And that way we don't have to worry about accelerating. So here we go. Let's defense against the first stage. Let's see how it goes. So it's heavies and Sukas. Should not be that problematic. They're all gonna group up on that corner, and the heavies are gonna walk as they group over those mines. So they're gonna get wrecked. And then the rocket launcher is gonna hit them, and then the lasers, and it's gonna be over. And bam, I mean, that's it. Pretty easy stage number 1. 1 intel and 1 complex gear. So I was kind of hoping that the upgrade would drop today, but doesn't seem that way. So here we go, tanks and riflemen. It seems that most of them are going to be going on the right, but some of them decided to go to the left. That's not optimal. You want to make sure that each wave takes their own side. That way you're not wasting mines, you're not wasting your minefield essentially. But You saw all those riflemen just got wrecked due to the mines. Some of the heavies are gonna still go on that side, but the laser should be firing soon. Well, we didn't even give him a chance to fire. There we go, laser fired. Laser is really effective against bunch targets. If you have like independent targets, it sucks. It's not a good option. But I wanted to give it a try. Essentially because it damages the medics behind the tanks and it makes them essentially start healing themselves. And that's good, because then if they're not healing the tanks, then there's I'm more likely to kill more tanks. But there we go. Tanks went out. Now it's just a matter of letting the troops on the right side get into the range of the rest of the defenses, and I'm pretty sure they're just gonna get wrecked. There's no question about that. Bam. So down goes stage number 2. I think this volume is too loud. Well, no. 1 capacitor, 1 fuse, and 1 intel. Pretty good. Let's keep going. This time he's bringing Sukas, tanks, medics, then riflemen, then the heavies at the very end. It should not be that hard, or it should not be that problematic. Perfect. So he lined the medic first. Now the medics are going to start following the tanks, or the tanks that are going to start getting damaged due to the rocket launcher or the mines. Now that's going to be good, because when he lands the rest of the troops on the left side, which he's doing right now, the medics are going to be following. Right? They're going to be following the tanks, and they're not going to be focusing on these guys right here. So I'm going to have a better chance on killing all those riflemen, all those tanks, all those heavies, because they're focused on healing the tanks, right? So that's the important thing about using this split layout. You control the timing. You control the timing at which the troops arrive, therefore allowing you chance for stuff like this to happen. Now the medics are coming back, but it's too late. Most of the defenses are out, and now my defenses can focus solely on the medics, and I mean they're going to perish soon enough. There we go. Now it's just tanks, and this is the bad part, that usually you have to wait a long time for something like this to happen. And obviously I'm boosting. I'm not boosting. I don't have any eyes. My defenses are high level, but this layout works appropriate for your HQ level and your XP level. If you're low level, it's still gonna work. You're not gonna be able to beat maybe all the stages with defenses level 1 or 2, but you're gonna be able to push the envelope of what you would be able to do otherwise if you have a front base or a back base or a corner base, right? So stage 3 is done. Let's take a look at stage 4. Riflemen, medics, heavies, and a lot of grenadiers. Now the grenadiers are going to come that last, so I'm not going to make any changes. Normally I make changes when the grenadiers come first, and namely I move the 2 inner corner storage containers out of the way. That way I minimize the chances of my mines getting destroyed. But because of the grenadiers are coming last, then it's really not that important. Yeah, you see, that's the importance of the lasers. The medics are healing themselves out, and therefore it allowed me more time to kill those troops. Now the entire left grouping just got completely destroyed. So I mean, that laser is doing about 800 damage per shot. It's not a lot, but then you damage a lot more things. Look. Oh my god, those grenadiers just got wrecked. Yeah, it's not even funny. Now the only part is that I don't have a lot of things to defend against the heavies, so those heavies could pose a real danger. But it doesn't look that way. I'm shooting through them pretty quickly, I have 2 cannons that are gonna be in range, maybe a third one. So yeah, it's gonna be okay. So just 2 more heavies, 1, and boom, presto. Not a very hard stage for my level of defenses and the amount of the times 2 damage amplifier, but yeah, I can see how this could be level for hard for XP level 45 to 50. I mean, that would be pretty hard to beat, especially with all the heavies. All right. However, if you're at that low level, a hot pot, just bring a hot pot is the best all-around defense for Hammerman, and just the prototype parts that you get are just amazing. So that just right there, it's why you should have a hot pot if you don't have one. Oh, I didn't see what he was bringing, but right now he's landing with Sukas and a lot of riflemen. I hope he's not bringing grenadiers because I didn't see. Oh my god, did you see how that... Oh my god, that laser just wrecked through them like there was no tomorrow. That was pretty insane and cool at the same time. Alright, so after this, I'm going to move that rocket launcher into the inner part. Hey, yeah, he's bringing grenadiers, of course. Let's see how good that laser is going to be against those grenadiers. Yeah, he just ate through them like there was no tomorrow. If only the laser would fire at the biggest concentration instead of just at that lone guy, it would be a much better defense. But the boost, the boost that they gave to the laser is actually pretty welcome. Before, it used to do half of the damage, so it was not even worth it. Now it's very good because he can damage medics significantly. He can damage all the troops in a very nice way. So before, the laser was only used to counter heavy Suka. That was it. You would counter heavy Suka, but you would open your base for all the other attacks. Now it's a good all-around defense that's able to do decent damage to almost all combinations, especially tank medics. That when that laser hits the medics start healing themselves. And I think I'm repeating myself. I think I already said that. In any case, we already defeated stage number 4. I want to say it's number 5. We're going to check right now. Yep. So like I said, I'm going to move now my laser into position, into the boosted position, because now I need them to do the most damage that I can. Now, I've received a lot of comments saying, hey, I want to give a try to your circle base, but I don't want to lose the trees. And yeah, I mean, it sucks losing the trees initially, but if you notice, this base and my previous base, the way they're set up is that the void spaces or the empty spaces where trees can grow are the same on both, either the circle base or the or my trap base. That way, any trees that grow can just stay there between. When I switch back and forth, there's not going to be a place where a tree grows right now that it's not going. That's going to be you're going to have to take it down when you change the layout. So that's really good. So there were a bunch of grenadiers that landed, but they all got wrecked by the minefield in the lower right corner, which is really good. Alright, so we have a Scorcher. He's pushing forward alone, but those, I mean, he just died. I mean, took what, 3, all the boom cannon just fired at the same time. Laser is being really efficient. I'm pretty pleased so far, but he's gonna die now. If he can do one more laser, one more pass of damage, no, he wasn't able. It's looking sketchy though. It's looking sketchy because we already lost the one shock launcher. We have a bunch of medics on the other side. They're keeping everything alive, and I think we're gonna end up losing this one. We're gonna have to keep that laser alive for a lot longer. All right, so like I usually do, I'm gonna pause the video, I'm gonna find the solution, and then once I come up with the solution, I'll come back and show you, okay? So I'll be back in less than 1 second of your time. All right, we're back. It just needed a few tweaks. Like I said, when grenadiers are coming in, I usually like removing the two innermost storage containers here that are in front of the beach. That essentially maximizes or minimizes the chances of oversplash killing the mines, but also forces the groups to actually go left or right for the majority. The other change that I did, I moved the laser 1 square up and 1 square to the right, or one, I exchanged it with this boom cannon. Essentially, that allowed my laser to survive longer. The fact that most of the mines survived meant that the medics that came on the second wave also came to the right, therefore allowing me a better chance of destroying most of the troops that went left. So let's take a look. All right. So I moved this machine gun out of the way, and I didn't notice that there was also the Hammerman was targeting with barrage that boom cannon or that cannon here in the front lines. Had I noticed that, then I would have moved them out of the way too. So here you see a lot of units got damaged by the mine. Some of them got destroyed, but what's important is that second wave, because of the fact that they were damaged, the medics came to the right, ignoring the stuff on the left side, allowing me time to kill it. Now you're gonna see once these guys are full, I kill them so quickly that they decide to go to the nearest troop, which are the grenadiers. So they hesitate for a little bit, therefore allowing me even more time to destroy them. Now it's unavoidable. They're gonna come in, they're gonna start healing the troops, but it's too late. But look where they stop. Look where they stop. Now my laser damaged the medics, and now they stop healing themselves there in front of mortars, in front of cannons, and I killed like about 5 or 6 of them. At this point, I knew I was gonna win. The results were a lot different from before. There are a lot less troops on the left side, and all that remains are a few grenadiers and a few riflemen, which are going to be quickly dispatched by my remaining defenses. So far the laser is working really, really well. And bam, we defeated stage number 6. So far I'm really pleased with that laser. Yeah, nothing else to say. So if you are interested in copying this layout, I'm going to move this mine out of the way. You can copy, take a screenshot and copy the grid lines. But this is no different from my original layout. The only difference is I move, like I said, the two innermost economy buildings are in front of the beach. I move them out of the way and move the laser 1 spot over, essentially, and that machine gun, which got barrage, moved them out of the way. So let's take a look at what he's bringing in the last stage. He's bringing a lot of riflemen and a lot of grenadiers and some tanks. So this means that I need to take out this building out, because I don't know where they're going to come out. And whenever those grenadiers come in, I want them to actually be engaged by my defenses right away. And I want to give them a chance, at least on this side, to do range damage on this stuff by attacking this other stuff. Now I'm still going to leave the flamethrowers in because, again, riflemen are going to come in first. But other than that, I think that's going to be pretty much it. So let's hope for the best and see what happens. All right, we have an unfortunate split of the troops. That's really not optimal, mainly because I'm going to waste that minefield on just a few riflemen. However, we have the laser, so the laser is going to compensate that part. All right, first wave is almost gone. We have a few riflemen on the left that are part of the first wave, but the second wave was all grenadiers. Now we're having tanks. All right, so this is where the laser is gonna come and shine. Can we get a whole bunch of riflemen dead? No, we couldn't. So this is bad. That was a bad shock, guys. That was a horrible shock. This is not looking good. Those grenadiers are firing. You have a bunch of tanks on the front lines. It's not looking good. We already lost the laser. Let's see, maybe. No, we're not going to be able to make this one out. So there are a couple of things I know I want to change. I know where the grenadiers are going to land. I know when they land. So therefore, I want to. There are a couple of things I want to change. And just stay with me. Should I pause it? Should I show you what is my thinking? I'll show you my thinking. So we know that the first wave came and then split. And I want that first wave to come all on the right side. I want them all on that right side. Now, then was the grenadiers that followed, but the grenadiers also came this way. So that is perfect, because then I can put another non-defensive building here to force the second wave to actually come a little bit closer on that side. Now there was stuff that got barraged out, so let's see if we can figure that out. See what was the stuff that got GBE and then move it out of the way. All right, so. Okay, so this thing got shocked, and then this thing got sent with the machine gun. So I want to be able to then hit those critters. You see, that first wave ideally is all gonna come on the right side with the grenadiers, which is okay. I'm okay with that. Then that second wave, because it's going to be forced to come over this way. So that's perfect. And I wasn't paying attention to the GBEs. All right, let me restart this. Let me see what he targeted with the GBE. I'm just looking out for the GBE. Shock on the machine gun. An artillery shot on the rocket launcher. Some critters right there in the front. Okay, let's see what he targets with GBE. Maybe if it's the same thing, then it doesn't matter. Alright, so he's sending a barrage on that boom cannon, so we have to take him out. Come on, show me what else. Ooh. Alright, so now I know. So he sent a barrage. Let's go back in. So he sent a barrage here. We need to move this out of the way. He sent a barrage on this one, I think. We need to move it out of the way too. He shocked this. I'm going to move it on this corner. And then he shocked this. I'm going to move it on. I'm going to move it here. And then I'm going to replace this machine gun right here. Then I'm going to replace this thing right here. The idea being, now he's going to try to shock. I'm going to move this mortar down. And I'm going to move this mortar down too. Put this in here. And I think we should be okay. And that's pretty much what we needed to do. Let's take a look. Let's see if our plan works. We want all those riflemen to go on the right. We don't want any of them going left. Come on, come on, come on. Finish loading. So that means we need to move that thing out of the way too. Yeah, because it's distracting the rest of the troops. Alright, so now here's the moment of truth. That was oh, I forgot about that shock. He's shocking that boom cannon, and he's shocking my rocket launcher, so I need to move that boom cannon out of the way too. But it's a little bit better than it was before though. So far we managed... Alright, so we got rid of all the riflemen, but we don't have boom cannons now to destroy those tanks. Alright, so I'm gonna speed this up and I'm gonna find a solution on my own and then come back. But you sort of know what the logic is. I'm gonna move that boom cannon that got targeted with shocks out of the way. That way those rocket launchers are firing sooner rather than later. So I'll be back in a second. Woo-wee. Stage 7 requires some significant amount of work. The grenadiers going on the right side are horrible. I mean, if I could change my base to the right, I would, but I don't want to lose my trees right now. So left side aligned base is not going to be the best for stage 7. But I still managed to get it. I still need it. I managed to move a couple of my defenses out. Let me move one mine out of the way, so you can get a grid line view of the layout. Pause the video if you need to. So I'm going to continue. The idea here is I wanted the rifleman. Let me just show you. Let me just show you directly. It ended up taking about 13 attempts to get it. Most of them were 4x, trying to figure out patterns. But okay, so 3 buildings here in the front. I wanted all those riflemen to go there on the right side and get wrecked by those mines. That was a big part of me losing. The shock mines are there to delay, so to even group those guys even more. You see, the mines do a terrific job of clearing most of them. Then I have a flamethrower there just to kill any remnant guys and get them out of the way as quickly as I can. And I managed to do it. The mines do the work, and the flamethrower finishes them off. Now I have a bunch of sniper towers here, spread out, because they're going to get targeted by GVE. They're going to get shocked. But ideally, what I want is to diminish the health of those grenadiers as much as possible, or destroy as many as I can. Now it's unfortunate because I ended up losing a bunch of my boom mines. You see, boom cannons, 3 boom cannons off the bat got barraged out of the way. And because I spread them out, they managed to survive. And they managed to kill a few of the grenadiers, which was a huge, huge help. Now, on the left side, you see my defenses are doing great. They're all amped up. The shock launchers are keeping the riflemen out of on stasis, and the rocket launchers are finished them off. Now we have the final approach of the grenadiers. Grenadiers are just wrecking everything from afar. But some of my mortars managed to take some of the grenadiers out of the way, and that's it. Tanks went out. Now everything can focus on the grenadiers, and this match is going to be over in 20 seconds. I'm not gonna lie, this was a really, really, really hard stage to get off. Have I had the hot pot? No questions asked. This would have been super easy. You could have done a front-loaded base, or just put the hot pot on this corner right here and not worry about a thing, because the rifleman would come in, then the grenadiers, and that's it. Game over. But because I don't have the hot pot, I ended up using a damage amplifier level 3 and the laser level 3. And I needed to work, set up the layout perfect so that I could defeat stage 7. And that's it, guys. That's how I defeated all 7 stages of Hammerman with no eyes, using my almost, just 3 defenses off, guys, of my max offense level base. Hope you liked the video. Hope you learned something. And yeah, have a nice day. And so checking out.